I know there's a lot of noise going on around, but anyways, hopefully this will work pretty good. So I haven't posted a video in quite some time. Let me update you really quick on the past situations, because I'm really wanting to take this channel and move off of that subject. Because quite frankly, I'm getting sick of seeing myself talk about this thing, because it's really aggravating. Jobs, I still have nothing. I mean, I've been to at least 3 interviews, and and they've basically became nothing. I mean, I've not really gone to these interviews. I've researched the companies before I got there, had copies of the resumes and stuff like that, and still nothing. So basically, with this thing with the job, it's still just put to it. And then I want to apply for a 911 dispatcher job, which pays nearly $15 an hour. And I'm like, well, I can do this. So I sat down there, I drove 85 miles, got lost, then went to find this place, finally found it, started to walk in, got yelled at because I was in a part of the building that I wasn't supposed to be in. I mean, got yelled at by security officers, escorted out, had to go back around the building. Meanwhile, before all this happened, Robbie had to drop me off in the middle of the road because he didn't know where to go. So then I go back around the parking lot, get stopped by some other police officer saying, hey, you can't be going back there. I told him, this is where I need to go. Here's what I'm here for. And they direct me where I need to go. So I go in there, and finally, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I'm looking around, and I can't see nothing. There's just this glass there. It's kind of mirrored. I can't see anything. And all of a sudden I hear this little tin voice, excuse me, sir, can I help you? I was like, can you hear me? And I was like, yep. I said, well, I'm here to take the test for the 911. So anyways, they directed me into the ice box to take the test because it was that cold in there. I mean, freaking cold. So it's just sit down and tell me how to get started on this computer. I took the test, and it involves reading comprehension, which I'm good at. It involves taking emergency calls, and you could hear that you put your little earphones on, and you can hear the guy in there, hey, I need help, my name is this and this and that. And here's my address stuff, and you type that down in appropriate fields. Rather simple stuff. At the same time, you've got another thing going on while you're hearing this in your earphones typing. There's another call coming in, and you got to respond to that appropriately at the same time. I've been in radio broadcasting, which has made me pretty good at doing 2 or 3 things at one time. Same as DJing. And then we get to the spelling part, and they want you to spell words like to and where and there and stuff like that, where there's 2 or 3 different versions of it and they use it in a sentence. I mean, very easy stuff. 3 hours later, I'm sitting in there, a woman comes back in, and she just prints it off, hands me a slip and says, you failed. You come back in 6 months. And I'm sitting there thinking, what? I failed? I mean, I don't know where to pay. It says I failed the spelling. It says I failed my cross-referencing. I'm like, I know how to spell to. I know how to spell from. And I did use the right damn words. I was frustrated. I dressed really nice. I had a nice polo shirt on. My hair was fixed, really nice. And I dressed, really appropriately nice and everything. And greeted the woman, shook her hand, and drove 85 miles, got lost, and, all this other stuff. And then just sit there for 3 hours just for the person to say, you failed. I mean, what the hell? I don't know, I was very aggravated because you put yourself through all that effort, and then, when I got in the car, I looked down on the paper, it says that this may be used, but it doesn't have to be used to, make hiring decisions. She just up and said, well, come back in 6 months, take it again. She just didn't even want to interview me or anything. I mean, I was so frustrated because you put so much effort into, I don't know. The job I'm really waiting for is with a company that does the Dish Network. You drive the van around and go around installing satellite TVs. I mean, I would love to do that. I mean, and there's openings from here to where we want to move. The entire area. It must be a big region. So in my hometown, right here where I'm at, all the way down to where I want to work at, it's all openings for this place. And I called them, I submit resumes after resumes, I filled out the online application, and I call them up. I called like 6 different people, and no one knows anything. They don't know when they're going to be recruiting or anything, so I'm kind of like, and then how long am I supposed to wait for this if you guys don't know if you're going to be recruiting? This job place getting aggravated. This presidential election is coming up, and a big election and everything, and I'm so confused. I don't even know who to vote for. But my question is, I want a president that's going to make a change with all this, nonsense in this country. There is so much nonsense in this country, it's not even funny. I'm not even going to get into it because that'll be a whole nother video. But at the same time, I don't know who to vote for. You can watch Obama, and he makes all his promises and says he's going to do this, says he's going to do that. You watch McCain. He says he's going to do this, and he says he's going to do that, and all this other stuff. They grab their partners and everything like that. But how many presidents in the past promised they'll do this and do that and actually has done it? And all the Americans forget every time that all these presidents promised the same things but never did it. So what makes these two any different? Okay. Another thing I want to get to before I leave out of here. There's a lot of things to get to. South Tube 2. I mean, me and Robbie had another special savings set aside to go to this, but due to this job thing and all this mishaps and some dumb shit, I mean, I don't even know what's going on with that now, and I'm very worried because this South Tube means so much to me. Bottom line is, our funds are getting used up in ways they shouldn't because this job thing is taking way too long. Robbie he's taken classes and college courses in criminal justice, and people won't hire him as a security guard. Oh, we feel you're not qualified. I mean, come on. What is up with this damn country? What is up with these damn people? It doesn't matter if you got the skills to do it. You're still not going to get hired. I mean, that's just the way it is. And you hear the story everywhere you go. Is there a president that's going to change this? Oh, jeez. So much to talk about it. I don't know. I just don't know where to put it all, because I know I'm going to leave some things out, and you guys are going to do some questioning, and I was going to ask about this, and I'm probably going to forget to cover this. So in a nutshell, I've been since May seeking jobs and going to interviews, wasted a lot of gas on this, wasted a lot of time, money, got lost, found a place, put a lot of effort, just come back with nothing. We picked out, we had some good jobs. We even tried simple retail jobs. They don't know when they're going to hire. They don't do. They just. I mean, to tell you what, this is so aggravating. I mean, I had up until September 12th to get this thing underway. After September 12th, all my bills are due, and I got to start using this money to pay the bills. I'm going to be out of money and no job, and oh. Another thing is, this channel's going to start taking a turn for more entertainment stuff. It really is. Either that, or I'm going to create a new channel to put a lot of entertainment things on, because I have a hunger for mass entertainment, and that's what I want to do. That'll make me happy. It's kind of, because this is just blogging. This ain't mass entertainment. This ain't feeding the hunger that's always been in me all my life. So one or two things. I want to change the way I do things on this channel to put more entertaining and creative videos up, or I want to make a new channel and try it that way, and then have y'all just go check that out. Now, I don't know what to do with that yet. The reason why, because I don't know how this partner thing works. I got this channel that's partnered up, and it was a long process. In fact, they sent me an email inviting me to become a partner, so I